Hello, this is Alistair Beaumont, the Heretic Hermit, bringing you today's birthday reading of Masculine Energy for Monday, September the 22nd, 2025. Hi. The birthday reading consists of 5 cards laid out in order, starting with where you are at, leading to where you are going, followed by what stands in your way, how to get through it, and your always positive birthday gift of the card of the day, just in case the reading leaves you feeling uncomfortable. This one's pretty light. I don't see why it would leave you feeling uncomfortable. You might finish with it and tell me I'm full of shit and I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I don't see why that would make you uncomfortable either. So without further ado, excuse me, where you are at is represented by the reversed Nine of Pentacles. Somehow you've ended up in a place you thought you always wanted to be, only to find out that you were wrong. You have position, you have power, but little in the way of options or challenges. It turns out that getting there was more fun than being there. Where you are going is represented by the Six of Pentacles. Without anything else you can do for yourself, you will begin to evolve yourself in the predicaments of others, even going so far as to invest money and time in their problems to help them out. Which is a good thing, but chances are it'll catch the attention of the people that are in charge, and when it does, they're going to want to know why. So what stands in your way? The Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities continue to come as you are offered ways to climb even more rungs of the corporate ladder. Unfortunately, what bothers you is the idea that more pay and higher earnings also comes with an increased lack of decision-making and worse, almost no challenge to speak of. They're not about having their hands in the goods. They're about pulling the strings. Not as much fun. How to get through it. The Page of Cups. And this is the part where you might scoff at me and tell me to go fuck myself or whatever else it makes you feel. You got to meet the higher-ups halfway. Come up with a middle ground solution, a created position where you can still help the people and still have the challenges that make you who you are, without completely letting go of the ability to have a hand in what happens in the higher parts of the company. So you got to find a middle ground between the two places. When you hear about my pop culture reference, you're going to think that I made this all up, and I came up with it from a television episode. It's not completely true. It's not about the specifics, I don't know where you work. It's about the concept, the idea of meeting them halfway, the idea of making an offer, which is why you see him holding the cup here. It's a way of saying, you know what, I'm happy with what you did, and I'm happy with what you're giving me, but I'm not happy doing what I'm doing. I want to do something more. ER comes to mind. There was an episode, if you remember way back in the when Noah Wiley was being fast-tracked because he was being taken upstairs, he'd rather be an ER doctor. So he told him no in the end. Because he's just not an administrator. He's not a bureaucrat. He's a healer. That's what he wanted to do. I didn't watch ER that much farther after George Clooney left the show. For no particular reason, just because the endless string of episodes, it's like I don't devote myself to series that go way beyond their initial death dates. I believe the show should probably go about 7 seasons. Anything past that, and it gets dicey, in my experience and in my humble opinion. So don't be burning down my house just because I disagree with you or something. If you like the 35 seasons of The Simpsons, good for you. Your card of the day is the Nine of Cups. I give you a granted wish. What I think you have wished for is the answer to your prayers, a solution that solves all your problems and satisfies all parties. For the most part, this will be true. The only person that will lose a bit in the process is, well, you. Because in order to do this, you have to sacrifice. To get what you want, to be between one and the other, you have to pay. But that's okay, because I think the job you have, and love, it seems, was never about the money anyway. And here's where it gets dicey with the pop culture references, where you can tell me I'm full of shit. Pop culture references for this reading are as follows. In the highly underrated television series Living Single, which came out in 1993, an episode called The Glass Ceiling, Season 3, Episode 23, involved Kyle, played amazingly well by T.C. Carson, who got a promotion similar to the one you have received, where he went from having his hand in the stock market trade to an endless string of meetings. So he came up with a position where he could do both, though he suffered a pay cut. And while I understand that it was a fictional television show, the reference and the suggestion are not meant as educated guesses, but as a means for you to stimulate ideas. You know where you work. You know your work better than I ever could. The idea is to think outside the box, so to speak, to come up with something original. You can do it. I am certain this will find you well. I wish you the best, and happy birthday. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe so you never miss a new one, even if it's not your birthday. Leave your comments below, but only if you can do so in a civil and respectful manner. Visit the official Heretic Harbor website through the link in this video's description, where you can order PDF readings sent straight to your email, or make an appointment with me for a personal reading through text, phone call, or video chat. Head on over and check it out. For all the roads I've traveled down in this mystery we call life, I have learned this, that questioning the world around you may separate you from others, but it is the only way you can find the truth in a world full of lies. We must keep each other honest to avoid the catastrophe of our nature. Always question everything. May the universe guide you to prosperity and happiness, and I will be seeing you.